look now at how to report from the field. Now, we all know newsreaders have a charmed life, don't they? Lounging about in air-conditioned studios, exchanging witty banter and sparkling repartee.
Hey, it's our play of the day.
And they won't.
That's good. Hey, I'll call you on the weekend, maybe.
No, don't.
Oh, all right.
There you go.
Good on you.
You can, though.
I'll call Bill.
With your wife.
I'm popular.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like 3 Oscar Wildes.
Well, life's peachy for them, but the hard work has to be done by the reporters out in the field. And I mean hard work.
You've got Mick Malthouse making comments in the media every day because he's on so many different media.
That might be all we've got time for.
Yeah, you know, it's not just air horns, you know. These reporters, they have all this complicated equipment. I mean, it's really hard to remember, isn't it? What is a microphone for?
Organisers are hoping there'll be about 400,000 people come through the gate here over the next 10 days.
We shouldn't tease. It is a hard job. On top of that, these guys are going to travel around everywhere, wherever the story's breaking. It could be happening in an airport. It might be happening underwater.
And here it could stay for years.
Or it might be happening in the boot of a car.
Is this an option? Getting smuggled out in the trunk of a diplomatic car? A former British diplomat says the car would be considered Ecuadorian domain.
Oh, God, these reporters in boots. I mean, they really get in the way of your shopping.
What if the story you're doing doesn't require you to go to a location at all?
Oh, well, but that's impossible. No, I mean, there's always a location. You just have to be creative, Chaz. Look, take 10 News, right? When they wanted to do a cross about Ian Thorpe's new book. Now, they couldn't very well do a cross from a book or from an Ian Thorpe, so they got creative.
Jacqueline Maddock is outside a Sydney Aquatic Centre named in his honour.
Good evening, Matt. Well, Ian Thorpe is arguably one of the most celebrated...
Ian Thorpe Aquatic Centre! That's brilliantly tenuous!
Isn't it? All right, well, to find out just how tenuous that was, we cross now to Julian Morrow at the Longbow Archery Centre. Julian, was it a long bow?
Yes.
Well, just to confirm that, we're joined now by Chris Taylor outside the Clutching at Straws Stadium. Chris, have we milked this joke enough?
Yes, I think you have.
OK, well, just to confirm that, we cross now to Craig Rucastle, who's in a vat of milk. Craig?
This is a career low for me. When I hosted balls...
Well, seem to have lost Craig there, but another hurdle for a field reporter is you often have to memorise a very large script.
Oh, well, you don't really need to memorise it. I mean, if you mess it up a little, no one will notice.
Due to natural disasters in New Zealand, Christchurch and Japan, and pilots are now saying how much more money Qantas chooses to lose is up to its management.
Thank you, Andrew. Denny at Sydney Airport.
Did you catch that look he gave at the end there? That is not the look of a man satisfied with a job well done.
But that's his problem right there. You see, when something goes awry, you don't draw attention to it by wincing. You just ignore it and it will go away.
I agree. Learn from this exemplary display by Jessica Rich.
Let's go straight to Jessica Rich, who's in King's Cross tonight.
OK, now, Jessica senses something slightly amiss. There seems to be one extra reporter on the scene, but she forges on. Maybe he'll just go away. Oh, look, that's better. She's taken a step away. He'll never find her there. Somehow he's tracked her down. What a sleuth.
It was brilliantly handled, you must admit. No one would have realised that cross was anything but perfect.
Well, clearly there's a lot you've got to cope with when you're at the scene of an unfolding news event, but you have to be there because that's the only way you can find out the real story.
Oh, that's so true. For instance, when everyone else had been waiting for months for Julian Assange to finally make a public appearance, reporter Alex Forrest, she didn't just lounge around in some studio. She went all the way to the Ecuadorian embassy in London so she could talk over the top of him.
So after 2 months of virtual silence, Julian Assange finally appears to the world. But he knows that as things stand at the moment, one false move and he'll face immediate arrest.
You see, no one wants to hear what the world's most famous fugitive has to say. What we want to hear is what Alex Forrest has to say.
If anything, there wasn't enough Alex Forrest for me. I want to see this at Julian Assange's next rare appearance.
As things stand,
Now that is how you cover the news, by literally covering it.
Stuff Julian Assange. Let's face it, no one wants to watch some autistic albino anyway. But the Olympics is true. The Olympics, on the other hand, everyone wanted a piece of them. But only Channel 9 had the rights.
Well, and poor old ABC became so desperate for Olympics footage they resorted to using that Lego man.
Oh, Michael Rowland.
No, a real Lego man. They reenacted races completely with Lego, you see. But Nine had unlimited access to the Olympic events. The only problem is they put Peter Stefanovic in front of them. Here, and even declaring losses before the match was over.
The team had hoped this would be a night for history. Sadly, they'll have to wait another 4 years for that first prize win.
Bravo, Peter. That's exactly what journalism needs more of.
The hamster wheel had hoped their news-based humour would work, but sadly, this world just doesn't need an unfunny, poorly researched version of Media Watch. Oi, get out of my report.